All right, guys, I've got a Zara video for you today. It's a small or mini haul, 3 fragrances, and at concentration 30%. These are Extrait de Parfum fragrances. So when I saw these on the Zara website, and especially since they are vanilla focused, I thought I better get these fragrances and see what they're all about. So we've got 3 fragrances to talk about right now, concentrated at 30%. Find out what they are coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Sebastian, talking to you about 3 new really highly concentrated Zara fragrances. 30% is quite high. And so they're Extrait de Parfum, but also the price is quite high. These are 50 ml, $45.90. So they are pretty expensive for typical Zara fragrances. I'm curious to see what they've done with these fragrances at 30% concentration. So I want to get my nose on them. I haven't sampled them, so these are going to be complete blind for me. But I'm very, very excited, especially since they are vanilla focused. And I love vanilla, obviously. I've mentioned I love vanilla, but recently I mentioned in a video I wasn't a fan of vanilla at one time. And I didn't really care for vanilla for a long time. I mean, all the way dating probably to the mid to latter part of the 2000s, I was not a vanilla fan. So now I'm obsessed with it. I really, really love vanilla and fragrances. So here are the 3 fragrances. We've got Hypnotic Vanilla and Orange Blossom. And we've got 2 more. I think their prices are going up higher and higher. This is Hypnotic Vanilla and Patchouli. It's Extrait de Parfum, 30%, and Hypnotic Vanilla and Woods. So which one sounds the best to you guys? Let me know, add a comment below. So I'm gonna go through the fragrances in alphabetical order. So the first one we're gonna do is Hypnotic Vanilla and Orange Blossom. As you can see, it's got the Extrait de Parfum concentration written there. And it is a 50 ml. These are not 100 ml, so it is pricier, $45.90. So if you bought a 100 ml bottle, this would be almost $100. But $100 for 30% concentration is a pretty good concentration, right? Let's see if they live up to this concentration, if they're great. Now, Vanilla and Orange Blossom gives me the thought or idea of something like Love Don't Be Shy. I wonder if it's going to smell like that. But here are the bottles. Let me know if you've gotten your nose on these. Add a comment below. I'd like to find out. But let's go. The sprayers are not that good again. I mean, I bought Zara fragrances recently with great sprayers, but these are a bit cheap. So this features notes of Linden Blossom, Orange Blossom, Vanilla. Those are the 3 notes they credit. Oh, I'm sorry, it also features Vetiver. So this is not reminding me of Love Don't Be Shy. It's reminding me of a very feminine DNA as well. Why am I getting this kind of a very feminine DNA? And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with it. But it does smell like a girl's fragrance or a young woman's fragrance. The way it's constructed, I wouldn't say these notes are, I mean, these notes appear in masculine offerings, but there's some underlying DNA in there that smells like something that is mass marketed for women at a, like a Macy's department store fragrance counter. So I'm going to hold off and not wear this one. I'm going to switch over to the next fragrance, the Hypnotic Vanilla and Patchouli. And let's see if that one's great, because I do like the combination of vanilla and patchouli. And of course, patchouli is my #1 favorite note. Vanilla is my #2. The 2 together, I think, creates an explosive combo. And I think the one that 54, if you didn't get yourself a bottle of 54, there's plenty of vanilla in 54, and there's plenty of patchouli in 54, but it also has a lot of other things. So let's see what this one's all about. But honestly, guys, one of my all-time favorite Zara fragrances is Moonlight Whisper Intense. It's one of the most delicious fragrances I've put my nose on. It smells like a really quality offering. And it's priced at $39.90 for 100 ml. I think it's worth double the price. If you haven't tried this one, I highly recommend it. It is a gourmand after all. It doesn't smell cheap to me. The first one kind of did. So it was a bit underwhelming. So let's see what Hypnotic Vanilla and Patchouli is like. I believe these fragrances are targeted to the ladies, but I don't really have a problem with wearing them personally. But the first one did give me the idea of a feminine fragrance. All right, this one features notes of Cassis, Gardenia, Iris, Patchouli, Vanilla. And again, it's concentrated at 30%. It's an Extrait de Parfum, and I wish they made better sprayers, but sadly they didn't. I'm not smelling anything. Oh boy, hardly anything. The hell? Wow, there's nothing here. Has my nose completely been shot? Wow. Is it too strong? Let's spray some on. I'm not getting much. I mean, I feel like there's an underlying sexiness there, but it doesn't want to come out. Oh man, I'm disappointed with this lot. I think I already did a video on some extracts from Zara already, different ones, some of the Joe Malone ones. I was dissatisfied with most of those as well. This is really disappointing. I mean, there's something there, but it's hidden. All I'm smelling is alcohol, like something alcohol mixed in with something light, but you can tell the concentration is heavy. And perhaps that's what's causing me to not smell this. Because, you know, vanilla and patchouli are so strong. On skin, it is developing a little bit, but it's just so subdued. I mean, subdued in a way, I'm not smelling much. It's strong. I can smell its strength, but it's like covered up or something. That's a bummer. I had high hopes for that one. It is very, very slowly developing, though. I mean, you have to wait for this one. All right, let's move on to the Hypnotic Vanilla and Woods. Let me know if you've sampled these 3 fragrances and what your thoughts are on them. Is one of them a favorite of yours? Are you skipping these ones? Do you like the idea of patchouli and vanilla? So this is Vanilla and Woods, Hypnotic Vanilla and Woods. I keep forgetting to say Hypnotic. So this one has notes of vanilla caviar, amber woods, leather accord. Once again, 30% concentration. We don't have perfumers' names here, so sadly I don't know who created these. I did find out recently that there's a ton of new Jérôme Épinay fragrances, and I think Jérôme Épinay has been doing a lot of fragrances for Zara. He must be one of their most important perfumers, because I think he has probably one of the biggest sellers there, Vibrant Leather, I think. All right, let's see what this one's all about. Once again, I'm not smelling much. These might be a bit too strong the way they're created, and it's just not much there. The one I can smell the most is the first one, the Orange Blossom with vanilla. Okay, this one also has to go on skin. Okay, I can smell this one a little more. It is leathery, vanillic, but man, I wanted the vanilla and patchouli to be the one. What a disappointment. All right, just to make sure I can smell, I'm gonna smell Moonlight Whisper Intense. And guys, I mentioned in a video recently, this is probably one of my favorite fragrances that I've bought from Zara. Yum. So super creamy, nutty. The pistachio in this reminds me of the pistachio in Angel Stellar. This is so super delicious, guys. I can totally smell it. I love it. This is one of the best fragrances from Zara. Have you tried this one yet? All right, the second favorite, or I should say, this is my #1 favorite, and Moonlight Whisper Intense is my second favorite fragrance from Zara, but my favorite fragrance from Zara is Leather Jardin, which originally came in this kind of a bottle. I'll show you the bottle like this. Then they redid the packaging and the bottle, and it looks like this. But I don't even know if this is still selling, but top-notch vintage style fragrance. Absolutely love it. It's a cheaper style. It's so good. But second favorite for sure, Moonlight Whisper. But these 3 fragrances, man, you can hardly smell anything. I don't know, maybe I'm nose blind to some of the molecules they're using in these fragrances, because the first one I could smell. The patchouli and the woods, I can't smell much. The woods I can smell more than the patchouli, but not as strong as the orange blossom, which is so disappointing. So disappointing. Now, they are developing, don't get me wrong, they are really developing on skin, but they're not screaming. And even though you can feel and experience the concentration, you're not smelling a lot of fragrance. And look at the oil on my hands. They're just very oily because these are highly concentrated at 30%. But for me, Moonlight Whisper smelled so good. So good. And these ones, I'm not smelling much, if at all. Let's try the Leather Jardin. Does anybody know if the Leather Jardin is still selling? And are you guys fans of it? If you don't like classic fragrances, you might not like this one. Oh God, it's good. This one takes me back to the 70s. There's a greenness about it. Oh man, it's good. It totally reminds me of a classic vintage fragrance, like the 70s did. I don't know how they released something this good. And brands usually don't, but this stuff is amazing. Both of these fragrances are really two of the best fragrances I have ever bought. So Leather Jardin, Moonlight Whisper Intense. Get them if you can, because they're definitely worth more than what you would pay for them. And the quality of the perfume itself is done so nicely. It doesn't come off cheap. Like these three fragrances I bought for $45.90 at 50 ml in the Extrait de Parfum concentration. You can tell they're on the cheap side. And I think this collection in general is not the most expensive collection. And totally, unfortunately, disappointed with all three of them. That is a bummer. So do I buy more Zara fragrances? Do you guys want to see more Zara fragrance videos? I'm so disappointed in this collection. All three of them are duds for me. And now I'm really fearing that if I'm going to buy anything. And I have to be honest, the Moonlight Whisper Intense was a blind buy. Was a complete blind buy. This one, in its original form, I had heard from people say it was really great. That's why I bought it. But the Moonlight Whisper Intense, I saw the notes. I said, I'm going to take a chance. Turned out to be great. But these three fragrances in the Extrait de Parfum are complete duds for me. If you've experienced something differently, let me know. Add a comment before. Why do you like them? Do you get them really strong and kind of nose blinding? Is that the experience you have? Add a comment below so I can find out. But also, again, let me know if you want to see more Zara videos. I'm tempted to get some of the Jérôme Epinay fragrances, but the fact that these completely disappointed, maybe I should skip out. Add a comment below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video, please share it, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.